let's get back to the quarterbacks. And there's always reactions to quarterbacks, but maybe we're underreacting. I don't know if you're going to agree with this one. We're underreacting to what we saw from Taysom Hill, especially an interception. And perhaps that has given the edge to Jameis Winston. Are we underreacting to some of the negative plays that we saw from Taysom Hill?
We're overreacting.
Okay.
It's the opposite there. That's the opposite. First off, Jameis Winston's interception is more concerning to me than Taysom Hill's interception. You know, kind of like a lofted ball late down the left sideline that got intercepted. Taysom Hill, first off, on the first drive, made some really high-level phenomenal throws. Drove them down the field, scrambled to his right, and threw like a little hole shot up the right sideline. They fumbled the next play, didn't score. So the interception, interception I think is a really cool play, actually, in general. Because, I was watching the game live, and I've seen people react and be like, well, that's why it's risky with Taysom Hill. He's got to hit throws like that. Okay, well, this is a little more complicated than you think. First of all, we got Taysom Hill here in shotgun. You see Ty Montgomery on the left here. I hope everybody's watching on YouTube. Ty Montgomery's going to run a shallow cross. Okay, there's rules for shallow crosses. I think I know the rules for Sean Payton. They're very similar to my John Gruden offense. If you see zone, you sit down, right? If it's man-to-man, you keep running. Right. But there's little nuances, too. If it's a zone and everybody's way, way back, right, and there's no one in front of you or anything, we would call it the green grass rule. Keep running. There's nothing but green grass. So we don't have to, just because we said it's a zone, but the 4 DBs are 30 yards deep. We don't want to sit down there. We'd like to hit you on the run so now you can make a play after the catch, right?
Right.
So that's what I think happened here. So let's go through it. You see Montgomery on your left. Taysom Hill's got in the shotgun. Next picture, Pete, when you get a chance. Here he goes. You see it's zone coverage. Look, right? You see nobody's really matching. Everybody's going, the linebacker that's on the emblem right in the middle of the field, he's looking at the wide receiver going up. And as you can see, the two defenders on the right, the corner and the safety, they're what, Ahmed? 10, 12, 15 yards away from Ty Montgomery right here?
Yeah.
So I believe this is the green grass rule, okay? Even if it wasn't and he sat down and Taysom Hill was wrong, who the cares? He's going to figure it out in practice this week, and Sean Payton's going to teach him, and he'll do it right the next time. It's not that egregious. Right. But I do think Ty Montgomery's wrong here. So now you keep going, right? He's getting a little pressure, so he knows he's got to get the ball out. In my opinion, I think he's throwing the ball thinking, wait, you're still running. There's nobody in front of you. It's the green grass rule. And here you can see the ball's out of his hand, and Ty Montgomery is still running to the other sideline.
Yeah.
Right. So now, do we have one more clip? I think we got one more picture.
Stopped.
Now he stopped. Right. He hasn't even seen the ball yet, and the ball is already in the air. Right?
Yep.
And it ends up being intercepted by the guy that's 6 or 7 yards behind him. If he kept running, I mean, I don't know. He might come up, catch the ball, and, run up between the numbers and the sideline on the right side there. Mm-hmm. So, either way, to me, that was not a concerning interception. That, to me, was just a bunch of haters who don't want to believe Taysom Hill can do this, overreacting to something where, again, listen, I thought he looked the part, and I will be shocked if he's not the starting quarterback there.
Do we have the numbers for Taysom Hill versus Jameis Winston preseason week number 1 there? Because Taysom Hill ended 8 for 12, 81 yards, the 1 interception that we showed you, the 1 sack, no rushing attempts, which you know that they're going to use him as a running quarterback if that's how they end up starting their team with Taysom Hill as the starter. So here's the comparison, 96 passing yards for Jameis Winston. He had an interception. Why was his interception more concerning to you?
Because it was not a great throw. A kind of just lofted up jump ball type of situation. He brought the safety over there. That to me is like more of an egregious mistake than maybe a little communication error between the quarterback and the receiver and what should be done in preseason game number 1. His was like, wait, it's man-to-man to the left. The safety's in the middle of the field. He just stared at him, had a little pressure, threw the ball late down the left sideline and underthrew it by 5 yards. To me, that's worse than what Taysom Hill did. Not that that's totally horrible either.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Other thing people need to take notice here, too. Again, hey, Baltimore played their starters. Taysom Hill was out there against starters. Marcus Peters was out there. I mean, they had everybody out there. So, there was something to that, too. Jameis looked good. He did well. Jameis does not have the strength in the arm that Taysom Hill has. And he doesn't throw as a catchable ball either. as Taysom Hill, let alone if there's no Michael Thomas for the first 8 weeks of the year.
Yeah.
I just think you're going to need some of the Taysom Hill quarterback running stuff to be another part of your offense. So, again, I like Jameis Winston. You know that. But I expect it to be Taysom Hill as the starting quarterback there.
So Taysom Hill versus Jameis Winston, we'll find out as the preseason rolls on.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.